so that these Leisha and Lolios on the Alice on the lane are able to like dive in the back and actually get the prior targets.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Sure. But
Last few seconds.
I
Oh
called
my
it
god,
again.
you called it!
Yeah, I mean, just for a recap, guys, just for a recap, I predicted the Ling, I predicted the Barretts, and what else? I predicted one more. But okay, whatever. All right. I'm so smug right now, guys. But we're getting ready for game number 1 of MSC 2021, and it is very, very interesting. From the compositions, both of these teams have their own strengths right now. But for you, Arashi, give me some notes right now. Who has late game? Who has the early game? Who has the winning station? What are the winning stations?
Funny thing is, both actually like playing for the late game, but we'll have to see in the beginning because word on the streets is that the team in Singapore, they play very, very carefully for the first hurdle, but once they get that, it's almost like a spark, an ignition, and they just start powering through. They play super aggressive after the first team fight, and then they just try and snowball out of control.
Yeah.
So if the Malaysian team can actually try and stop that,
yeah,
gonna be
100%. But the question is right now, are you ready for the first game of MSC 2021? RSG Singapore and Malaysia, they have both entered the land of dawn. Let's get it, boys.
Yes, let's go, guys. I'm super hyped to see what they have to offer here. But guys, before anything else, any predictions?
Predictions. Give me your prediction.
Who do you like
first.
better,
RSG
composition-wise?
Singapore or Malaysia?
I think the experience and the talent pool is just gonna be a bit too much. I'm with the side of RSG Malaysia.
Okay, bold claims right there as the flame shot does connect onto Zakas. But for you, Aeterna,
I'm gonna go for RSG Singapore, guys, just because I like that late game composition, and hopefully they can, snowball and not let RSG Malaysia take that early lead.
Okay, so it's 1-1. I'll be the tiebreaker. Because I predicted 2 heroes from Malaysia, I'll have to go with Malaysia,
Okay.
all right? My boy Ling and Barretts will take the game out. But for now, it looks like both of these junglers have gotten a very, very good start. They've both been farming without any invades right now. No invades whatsoever from both teams. They're playing it very conservatively. Obviously, they're still trying to read their opponents because, again, this is their first official match against each other. They might be hiding some things in the scrims. Right now, they're looking towards Zakas right there. He gets a Jeet Kune Do over to Fossa as Diablo rotates from that bottom lane as well. Unfortunately, no fight will break out right here, and Diablo has just rotated there to give a lot of pressure, and it will be the Cho backing off, actually.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that both teams are playing quite safely here. I mean, there are little skirmishes here and there, but not so much. And it seems like they're rotating towards top lane as Turtle will be spawning in under 10 seconds, guys.
And as I mentioned earlier, once this Turtle comes up, that's where the Singaporean team is just gonna start making moves because they understand like the way they play. That's critical to their game plan.
Yeah, for the early game, it looks like RSG Malaysia are going for a more pick-heavy composition with the assassin and especially with the Cho, right? They're gonna go for one pick hero. They're gonna pick one hero and instantly burst them off with the assassin and also the Lunox right here. It looks like RSG Singapore has started this one right now. And they have started the Turtle. They're gonna go in right now, and unfortunately, it looks like RSG Malaysia will not be able to contest that one.
Yeah. Oh, and the Turtle is exactly taken by RSG Singapore here, guys. I mean, this is quite exciting, and we see that these two players, these two teams, they're actually quite equal at this stage.
Yeah, they're all very, very equal right now as they do not choose to do anything on the map. It looks like they're just trading for the objectives. They did get a few of the turret gold hits for that Turtle secured by RSG Singapore. But again, for Singapore, all they need to do is play for that late game. When the Yishin Shin gets his items, they'll be able to get a lot done right here. But it looks like Lakeshia will actually invade the jungle, trying to get that purple buff, and it looks like it will be secured by Lakeshia. They're trading again. They're trading some things here. Oh, he's actually forced to use the Tempest of Blades, but he is able to get away. Again, for RSG Malaysia as well, they're just waiting for the mid game because they are waiting for that power spike Arashi.
And once they have the power spike, they're going to try and make more aggressive moves. But as I mentioned earlier, RSG Singapore did get the Turtle, and usually, in true Singaporean fashion, they just start going aggressive, but it doesn't seem like RSG Malaysia is giving them the chance to even do that.
Yeah, but this is the calm before the storm, all right, guys? Every time a game starts like this, you know it's going to be action-packed when the certain objectives start to come up, when Lord perhaps, or maybe the second Turtle, because that's when most of these teams are comfortable, when they have one item, when they are in the level 7-ish area right now. And it looks like they're going to engage. Another trade goes in. They're going towards the top side, and the first blood will be taken away by RSG Singapore as they get that bottom lane. Lolials will be the the first one taken down in this game.
Yeah, guys, exactly. I mean, RSG, Singapore, and Malaysia.
Oh, but Zakas goes for the Jikundo combo. Now, Sana in a bad situation as he gets taken down. Fossa trying to get him away, but unfortunately, just not able to do anything. A very clean pick-off with that flicker Jikundo and Wave the Dragon combo.
Yeah, 100%. What a play, guys. I don't know if he was offside or they were really good at initiating. But here we see Kufra's already going in for another play here. And as you can see, they're going around Circle as Circle has already spawned. Guys, who will take this turtle? Any predictions?
Yeah, I mean, right now, RSG, they have the better position, but Sync is already going in with a split, zoning away every single member from RSG Malaysia, and that is a very successful zone because they have bought a lot of time for their side lanes. But again, remember, RSG Malaysia, they did not send Lolios to the fight. Lolios has been chunking that turret down all the way, and that's what he needs to do. He needs to scale for the late game, and if he gets to the late game on Alice, he is a hassle to deal with.
Yeah, 100%, guys. But here we see Kaiser already trying to secure that LY4. Can he escape from this?
But look at that, the top side. Lakeshia actually going to be able to get one kill now, going in onto Sync. Not enough damage as RSG. They're pushing towards Fossa. Izanami flickers inside. Loli swallows it out. He's going to get another kill. RSG Malaysia, they're going to get the team fight. Zach is still running away with 1 HP. Diablo jumps in with the Bravest Fighter, trying to burst Izanami down. He still has the ultimate to run away, and it's going to be a 3-for-0 trade for the side of RSG Malaysia.
Oh my God. Guys, what a team fight there. I mean, we already knew and predicted that. I mean, RSG MY actually does need to play things like that because they have the early game lead and they need to do as much pressure as they can in the early game, because if it was brought to the late game, it's going to be very difficult for them to come back. But as I was talking, Mirko.
Yeah, just kills all across the board right now. RSG Malaysia, they found their comfort in the mid game right now as the second turtle spawns. They don't commit towards the objectives. They just go for these picks first. And again, they're already looking for fights, but Arashi, tell me what's going on.
I think credit to Zakas for making the fight quite confusing for the side of Singapore. They usually play as a team. They want that tidy, that straightforward team fight. But Zakas is playing aggressively, going in and out.
Oh,
actually,
but Zakas actually, I'm sorry,
exactly.
but what? Zakas is super aggressive. Like he mentioned earlier, he is a very young player right now. Diablo jumps in, but the Retribution will be able to secure that one. Pinch poises away, and that is the objective traded for nothing right now. But Kaiser is still in the middle of everything. He will chomp on someone. He's going to spit him out. Stun coming in, but look at the backside. Lakeshia just jumps inside, and he gets 2 members. Kaiser trying to run away. Sync will take him down, but he is the next target. 3 members onto Sync. No response whatsoever from RSG Singapore, and that's going to be another favorable trade for the side of RSG Malaysia.
Guys, oh my God. I mean, we already knew that Lakeshia was such an amazing jungler with his crazy plays, especially in the hands of an assassin, especially one like Ling with high mobility. But that was insane. I mean, he saw the threat from the Feather Airstrike by Sana, but he didn't care. He just went for it, leapt for it, and instantly her ultimate was cancelled.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever from RSG Malaysia. They are a very coordinated team, as we can see from the finals of MPL Malaysia as well. They were able to beat Todak, all right? And that team, they're a team who likes crazy picks. So RSG Malaysia, with their more common draft, they're still able to get this. But now very aggressive plays coming in from RSG Malaysia, as they might have just thrown the game right now. Diablo went in, forces a flicker from Kaiser to get away. But again, every single pick counts right here. RSG Singapore, they're not out of this game just yet, and they have to be very, very careful, because if they get too comfortable, RSG Singapore can still get ahead, can still get back the lead, come back from that loss.
Obviously, because they do have the better late game, they have, again, two very tough frontliners, as well as the Lapu Lapu. It's going to be very difficult for the side of RSG Malaysia to try and go through such a big wall of heroes to try and get to a LY4 on the Yusu.
Yeah, but look at this. They're going for a dive. Fossa goes in, but unfortunately does not connect. The Zakas will wave the Dragon Sana away. Zanami is there to follow. Sana's going to get taken very low. He's going to get taken down. That's a killing spree secured. Lakeshia looking for a jump in, but unfortunately, wait, Zakas, you're going in alone. What are you doing? He guts away, and that is pressure. All right, again, Zakas, I thought that was a kind of crazy play, but they got a lot of pressure away from that mid turret, and it looks like the mid turret will fall easily right here. Sync trying to deal damage right now, goes in, but the Pinch Boys will be able to get him away right now, as Lolios will deal damage. He actually jumps back in. 3v1, what are you doing? The winner's truncheon in the backside. Diablo gets a stun again, and that is going to be him chained down. RSG, what was that? RSG Zakas trying to get away, but the Feather Airstrike will take him down, but Diablo is traded once again. Another favorable trade for Malaysia. I think for RSG Singapore, they need to start trading right now, because if they keep on taking the fights in the mid game, RSG Malaysia has a lead right now, and they have the better heroes for the mid game, Arashi.
But I think the issue as well is Zacus, as you mentioned, playing very aggressive every time. He just gets the picks, gets the engage that RSG Malaysia really needs. There were some questions about how he's going to perform on an international level, but he is playing out of his mind right now, so looking very good. And for the items as well, as you can see from RSG Malaysia, they are actually building 2 Clock of Destiny, so they're still scaling. So even in the late game, once this goes past the 10-15 minute mark, RSG Malaysia isn't like out of this game completely, so that's not a done deal.
Yeah, and look at LY4. He hasn't gotten any of the items except for the jungle item right now, as they put their focus onto Sync. He's just gonna get taken down instantly right here. The split will still actually save him right now, as they're actually gonna go for a re-engage on the Zacus, but the airstrike from the backside gonna be able to get that connected right here, but Loliels will zone everyone away. Fosa has to flicker away, and it looks like Sync is left all alone right here. Lake's just gonna jump on him, and that's gonna be him taken down once again. RSG Malaysia has just been so darn consistent. Kaiser gets a pick. Fosa is in the backside. He's gonna get taken down again. Another 2-for-0. RSG Malaysia has just been dominating in this game, 14-5, Eterna.
Oh my god, yeah, you're super right here, Miracle. I mean, even from the 0-minute count, we could see the pressure coming from RSG Malaysia. I mean, they're playing it super consistent, as you said, super disciplined, and super pressuring Singapore, RSG Singapore. And now, as you can see, Lord is already half health. And guys, I don't think that this is a Lord that can be contested at the stage.
Oh my god, but Izanami, what the heck was that? Diablo goes for a re-engage, but Zacus with an amazing Jeet Kundo is able to get away. RSG Malaysia just too clean with it right now, as they're taking every single buff as well, Arashi. This is a disaster for RSG Singapore.
Zacus with a bit of BM as well, just standing still in the faces of RSG Singapore. But then with this man advantage, I think they secured the Lord, and we'll just have to see what kind of play they go for. They can easily just go and stick with the Lord and actually just power through the base. So yeah, looking very grim for RSG Singapore right now.
For RSG Singapore right now, what do you think is the right way to win this game? What are the winning conditions? Because even in the late game, RSG Malaysia, they have the Alice, they have the Lunox, so they are pretty safe in the late game as well. And it's only the 11th minute mark, Arashi. LY4 has just finished 1 item. What are the winning conditions for RSG Singapore?
I think they just need to keep LY4 alive and maybe then try and... It's a bit of a desperate play, but they need to like take it to the late game and again use that composition, use the wall of flesh that they have on their composition and try and actually play more to protect LY4 because he's getting focused on really
Okay guys, but I mean look at that Jikundo by Zacus. I mean he's going in, he doesn't care. Loli is here. Oh, with a Winter Truncheon. Oh, but he gets punched in by the Zacus.
You're right, the burst coming into Lolios right now. He's still sustaining in a 1v4. Izanami goes in with the flicker and look at the damage. The Order of the Chaos will be able to get that one. RSG Malaysia, they're trying to end this game, but what the heck? By the airstrike to the backside, but look at the lane. Tempest Ablaze, he's gonna get taken down. That's a shutdown picked up by Sana. They're gonna look for a wipeout here, but Zacus and Kaiser will still be able to get away. That is 1 inhibitor turret. No, yeah, 1 inhibitor turret traded for 3 members of RSG Malaysia. And remember guys, 2 shutdowns, 2 huge shutdowns from Izanami and Lakeshia.
What an amazing play, I mean, by Sana with that further airstrike. You can see that her damage is already scaling at this stage, and she had the ability to defend it properly while defending her other teammates here. So, guys, how is it looking?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's looking pretty hard for RSG Singapore, but they just got some gold back in return. It was a 9,000 gold lead for RSG Malaysia, but now they have actually turned it back to a 7,000 gold lead right now. So again, they are climbing back slowly but surely. And remember, they do get their power spike in the late game when they're where that Yishin Shin will be the best at. But look at this, RSG Malaysia again. They're making the proactive plays, and Sync is just caught out of position again. He's just gonna get taken down. Lunox is there to burst him away. There's nothing he can do. RSG Singapore, they need to play under their base. They need to know their limits right here because all the turrets have been taken away except for the inhibitor ones. They do not have pressure all around the map. They need to play very, very safe because even with 1 pick, I think RSG Malaysia can capitalize on that.
You're completely right, but I guess what he was going for was trying to do a split push here because they're super desperate, guys, just to get any objective at this stage. Because look at this pressure by RSG Malaysia. Like, what can they do at this stage?
Yeah, again, RSG Malaysia, they're just sieging down the base. No harm done at all. They're not even going to look for team fights because, again, at this point, they don't need team fights. They're already so far ahead. They're just going for the siege. Zactus will look for a pick right now. But remember, Diablo and everyone there. The Feather Airstrike comes in. Kaiser will try to get a chomp. He's going to spit him out. But Diablo goes in with the Bravest Fighter to the backside. He's actually going to burst Kaiser down. Now going for a stun. Kaiser taken very low. But Diablo has to use that flicker to get away. Izanami flickers in front. Use it in order to Chaos. Temple the Blaze being used on the backside. Defiant Sword to do some damage right here. But again, Lolios goes in. He gets a pick. And my goodness, RSG Malaysia, they're looking for the game right now. Fosa gets taken down. That is the Immortal Pop, and he will fall shortly. Izanami looking for a pick. And RSG Malaysia, what a dominant showing for the first game. My goodness, RSG Malaysia.
Guys, what a game. I mean, that dominance by RSG Malaysia. It's amazing, guys. GG WP for RSG Malaysia. And wow, what a